And where we've come now is to one of the local roads in Shobden, and that's just to give an idea of the difference in the type of road. So here you can see it's very narrow, it's constrained by hedges on both sides, and although you can only see a small part of it, it's also very twisty. So very different to the Hereford Lane, which although it's narrow now, was almost certainly wider, but also on the level and no obstructions. What's also interesting about coming up here, we're still in Shobden. This gives us an idea again about how hilly the landscape is and the little valleys that cut through here. So if we look down here to my right, we get a lovely view of this little valley with the hills coming up on either side. In fact, it's a little bowl scooped out in the landscape. And this part of Shobden, in northeast Shobden, is like that all over. So lots of little valleys, lots of narrow roads. It's very restrictive. If you're bringing in, never mind fighting a battle, if you just want to bring an army in, the sheer logistics of having to use tiny roads like this and restrictive narrow valleys gives you some idea of why they almost certainly avoided this type of landscape when they've got that lovely flat landscape over there in Kingsland with a major thoroughfare. So this is a really good example of how the landscape differs in a very short distance and what that means in terms of army manoeuvres and battlefields.